Can you hear the silence? That little space between one breath and the next. Where your mind is screaming, but your mouth doesn't say a word. Maybe that's how you've been living. On the outside, you're still standing. On the inside, you're running nonstop. 2,000 years ago, the sky went silent too. The Bible says that when Jesus gave up his spirit, the sun refused to shine. For a moment, life himself died, and creation held its breath. Jesus wasn't murdered. He chose to give his life. The author of life allowed himself to be wounded, to reach you in this exact moment. The Bible says, for the joy set before him, he endured the cross. What was that joy? Seeing you restored, seeing you standing again, seeing you breathing peace in a world that breathes anxiety. We live in one of the most anxious generations the world has ever seen. And at the same time, we are one of the most online generations the world has ever seen. That's not a coincidence. We scroll through our feeds and see flashes of excitement, and we call that happiness. We look at our own hearts and think it's depression, but sometimes it's just an emptiness no one ever helped us name. We think we're completely unhappy, but many times we are simply confused. They sold you a fake picture of happiness. They said happiness is in the new house, the higher salary, the perfect body, the perfect trip, the perfect family. Post it with the perfect filter. But you end the day exhausted, your heart racing, your thoughts stuck in the future, your chest tight. And this one sentence keeps coming back. There's something wrong with me. Imagine your life as a set of photos. The past is that old photo that proves it was real once, but it doesn't exist anymore. Depression is trying to live inside an old picture. The future is a blank photo. Anxiety is trying to live inside a picture that hasn't even been printed yet. And while we do that, the present moment just passes by. This service, this moment right now, will never happen in the same way again. This minute will never come back. That's why it hurts so much. You're trying to live in a time that does not exist, instead of finding God in the time that does, now. When God created the fish, he said, "Come out of the waters." If you take the fish out of the water, it can't survive. When God created the trees, he said, "Come out of the ground." If you pull a tree out of the soil, for a while the leaves may look green, but deep inside, it has already started to die. When God created you, he didn't say come out of the water. He didn't say come out of the ground. The Bible says he breathed his own life into you. What does that mean? It means your true origin is not an address, not a job title, not a relationship status, not a number in your bank account. Your origin is God. A fish out of water struggles for air. A tree out of the ground slowly withers. And a heart out of God's presence feels this deep ache you've been calling anxiety. truly than happy. Maybe you're just too far from where you were made to belong. Happiness is not the place where you finally arrive. Happiness is the person who finds you on the way. Happiness is not a destination. Happiness is Jesus stepping into your today and saying, I am here. The longest study on happiness ever done, over 70 years of research, found something very simple. The secret of happiness is called relationship. People with healthy relationships live longer and live better. The Bible has been saying this for centuries. God created you for relationship with people, and before all that, with Him. That's why the emptiness stays, because what's missing is not something small. It's the main thing. It's relationship with the very God who breathed life into you. Maybe you've tried everything, more study, more work, more money, more control, no planning. But God's kingdom works the other way around. The secret is not more of you, it's less of me, more of you. Less of my logic, more of your thoughts. Less of my own strength, more of your favor. Less of my need to understand, more of your peace that goes beyond understanding. Jesus told a story about a man lying on the side of the road, beaten, robbed, almost dead. Religion walked by, looked at him, and could not save him. But a Samaritan, an unlikely hero, came by another road, came close, touched his wounds, poured oil and wine, paid the price, and carried that man to a safe place. That broken man is you. The Good Samaritan is Jesus, and the inn where He leaves you to be cared for until He returns. That's His body, His church, His presence. This moment where you hear this voice now. This is why you will never truly find happiness by yourself. You are too tired to keep searching. But here's the good news. Happiness has already found you. It has a name. It has a voice. It has arms. It has scars in its hands. His name is Jesus. So right now, right where you are, take a deep breath. Imagine that with every breath in, you are receiving again the breath of God, the same breath that gave you life. And with every breath out, you're letting go of the need to control everything, the guilt of not being enough, the fear of what hasn't even happened yet. If you want, repeat after me, out loud or in your heart. Jesus, I admit, I can't do this alone. I give you my anxiety, my fear, my expectations. Step into my today. Step into my now. Empty me of my own plans and fill me with yours. Open my eyes to see the happiness that has already found me. I want your life inside of me. Maybe not inside of you, changing today, but something inside of you has just been realigned. You were made for God, you were made in God, and there is no anxiety strong enough to erase what He has already written about you. Calm your heart and remember, you are not running after happiness. Happiness is all